Ravens lose to the Steelers 20-19. Okay. Where do we start? Where do we start? I really don't even know where to start. There's so many things that I have to say about this game, about this team. Oh my God. Regardless, the final score is 20-19. The Steelers end up with the win. Of course, Large Benjamin had to get his last dub at Heinz Field against the Ravens. You know that the cosmic, whatever, the football gods, whatever you want to call them, was not going to allow the Ravens to get one last win at Heinz Field against Large Benjamin. So the Steelers end up winning that, man, and just in heartbreaking fashion, in that Lamar Jackson threw a touchdown to Sammy Watkins to put the Ravens back in a position to possibly win the game. And then he just missed Mark Andrews on the 2-point conversion. Maybe Mark Andrews could have gotten it. It was just a little bit too far off of Andrews' hands, and he just didn't get it. And the Ravens unfortunately lose in heartbreaking fashion. But the fact of the matter is the Ravens should have never been in that position in the first place. There were so many times the Ravens had opportunities to put this game away, and they didn't do anything. They did nothing on offense all day. The defense played well, but it doesn't matter when your offense sucks. I mean, we got to call it like we see it, man. I know, every time I criticize Lamar Jackson, our quarterback, look, man, I love Lamar. He's my guy. He is my quarterback. But every time I say anything about him, people say, you're a hater. You're a fake Ravens fan. But I got to be straight up with it. Lamar did not play well tonight. And he has not been playing well for a good chunk of the season, man. It's been a while since he's played well. The fact of the matter is his decision-making has been bad. It has been bad. It's been really bad lately. And I just don't know what can fix it. You can sit here, we can blame Greg Roman all we want. We can sit here and blame Greg Roman all day. We can blame Harbaugh. And yes, I'm not saying that the coaches don't deserve any blame, because they do. Greg Roman deserves a lot of the blame for terrible offensive play calling, decision-making. There's a lot of stuff, but Lamar has to know when to throw the ball away. There's multiple times in that game that it's been second down, and instead of Lamar throwing it away, he holds it. He tries to run out of the pocket, and he ends up taking a sack. And it's totally on him. We cannot blame the offensive line for that. And I'm not sitting here saying the offensive line is good, because it's not. It's terrible. But the fact of the matter is we got to know when Lamar needs some blame. And Lamar deserves some blame for this loss. And we just keep letting these inferior teams, like the Pittsburgh Steelers, they should not have won that game today. They suck. They are not a good football team. And we lost to them today because we can't get our head out of our ass. It's just plain and simple. This team has so many problems, and I'm not really frustrated about it. Like I told you guys, this to me is just like the 2015 season, except we have Lamar Jackson, so we're going to win a little bit more games than expected. But I'm not expecting anything out of this season. Whatever comes. If we make it, I still think we're going to make it to the playoffs. I still like our chances of winning the division. But the fact of the matter is, much further than that, maybe you'll get a playoff game depending on who you match up with. But I don't think it's anything else than that, man. It's definitely not a Super Bowl team. There's way too many problems, man. I just don't know if Lamar Jackson can play to that same level that we saw him at the beginning of the season. If the defense has played well. There's not really much I'm going to say. I know they gave up some crucial drives there at the end of the game. But, you hold a Steelers team to 20 points. You had the time of possession for most of the game. You had multiple opportunities to score touchdowns. And whatever happens, happens. You end up scoring 3 points. And Lamar Jackson makes terrible decisions. And we're forced to either punt the ball or we settle for 3, or Lamar throws a pick on the very first drive, which should have been a touchdown or at least a field goal. And then that 20 points that the Steelers put up would not have even mattered. These are all things that contribute to these losses, man, or not even losses, because this type of game happened last week against the Browns, and we were lucky to come out with a win. We cannot keep getting away with this type of stuff. Regardless, the Ravens are 8-4, man. It's frustrating the way that they've been playing, but like I said, man, I'm just going to enjoy the wins as they come, and I'm not going to get too down about it if the team loses, but because I'm not expecting much from this team. This is just plain and simple, man. It's, I would say that has to be the case. We can't expect much from this team because they've showed us time and time again that the only time they care to play is when they're down and they need a touchdown at the very end of the game. Now they decide to wake up and start scoring, right? That's when Lamar finally starts hitting the receivers that are open over the middle of the field. That's when Sammy Watkins starts catching balls. That's when Mark Andrews starts catching balls. And it's just like, this offense doesn't care to play until it's at the very end of the game, and you need it. Why can you not play a full game and put the Steelers away? They're not a good team. The Steelers are not a good team. You should not have lost to this team. We can blame injuries. We can blame a lot of things. But it's an entire thing, man. I don't know what it is. There's just something that everybody's not playing well on this offense. And it's embarrassing. And Lamar is one of the biggest blames here. Okay? Regardless, Ravens lose to the Steelers 20-19. An absolute embarrassment. Should not have even kept them in the game. It was just bad. The Ravens had so many opportunities to put that game away. They had them down to 3 points in the first half. They should never have the 20 points should not have mattered. The Ravens dominated in time of possession. Terrible. Terrible performance all around. Like, not really much you can come out of this game and be happy about. And now, it doesn't get any better. You got the Cleveland Browns coming up who just had a bye week, and they just played us. They had a week to prepare. They had a week off to prepare once again after watching the exact same tape from last week. Then you have the Packers coming over. Then you have to face the Rams and the Bengals again. The Bengals and then the Rams, I believe. And then you have to face the Steelers again. Do we really think that we could win any of these games coming up with the way that the team performed today? I don't think we're going to lose out. But like I said, man, take the wins as they come. Don't get too down about a loss because it's not worth it, man. This season has been lost ever since Gus Edwards and Marcus Peters went down before the season even started. That's how I see it. Oh, and Ronnie Stanley as well. It's not meant to be, man. That's how I feel right now.